invaders, and welcome to Synth Spacies. And today I want to just talk about an issue that I've got as a gamer, and that is pretty much time. I never get time to finish my games. I've got a stack of roleplay games and I never complete them. And I just wanted to know if you guys have got the same issue. If you have, leave your comment down below. Let me know what games it is that you guys are stuck on and just throw to your pile of shame. In the last year, I've only finished 2 games. One of them was Snatcher, which I shared with you guys. And that was awesome, by the way. I might want to do that again at some time as well. It is a long game though, but it only takes about 25 hours, so it's not extremely long by today's standards. And that's kind of what I want to get at. The only other game that I finished took about, I think, 30 hours, and that was The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. It's a Vita game that my brother bought for me, and I kind of think that the fact that it's on the Vita contributed to the reason why I finished it. And that is, I can take it with me on the go, contribute 5 minutes, 30 minutes to work, 30 minutes back again. So that's an hour each day that I can contribute to getting this game finished. Probably the other thing is that the game had a pretty cool storyline in that it was pretty plot twisting and in depth. It went into the characters quite a bit, and I think that kind of contributed, because with some of these other games, they might be awesome games, but I make an unconscious decision. It's not like I sit there and go, oh, this game sucks, I'm not finishing it because I can't handle how boring it is. I never make that kind of a decision, well, not often. But I think with a lot of games, the problem is that they are so devoid of storyline that you do just walk away from them, and you make that unconscious decision to just never go back to them and return to them. I have a huge pile of shame. So I guess this video is about pile of shame more than anything else. But I'm not a kid anymore. When I was a kid, I'd have like school summer holiday periods of 6 weeks of doing nothing, and so that would be just spent playing Mega Drive as it was back then, and I'd have so much time to just get into every single game and rip it apart and find out everything that game's got to offer. But I think, nowadays the games have got so much more in-depth content. It takes 60 hours just to get to, to the mid-plot point of some of these games. For example, Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U, you play 20 hours into that game, and you've only just then begun to unlock your skill license to fly. And that's just the beginning of the game, 20 hours in. So it gives you an idea of how huge some of these games are. But getting back to when I was a kid, I left high school, and I had no job, and I was free to just play as many video games as I want, I guess. But I remember Dad coming into me one time, and he had that conversation with me. He said, son, we need to talk. You need to go get yourself a job. And I thought, oh crap, what do I do about my gaming now? I want to play games. That's the mind of a teenager. And a week later, I got a call from Sega asking me to work for them full time. So that solved that problem. I was working full time as a professional gamer, so I didn't have to worry about finding time to play games. I was getting paid to play them. But moving on to 2017, I'm working now full time, obviously, and I just don't get time to play these games. And even with hint guides, like I've got a stack of these guides. Here's Xenoblade Chronicles X. You'd think that having these would help you, because you'd just cut to the chase and find all the points in the game that you need to get to. But no, I'm still not finished that. 200 hours in, by the way. Also, just another one I've got here, Skyward Sword. I never finished it, and a lot of people would say, oh, it's because you're doing a lot of that with the controller, and it's a little bit monotonous and boring. It wasn't that at all. I just lost interest, I guess. I should go back and revisit that game. And another one, Lego City Undercover on the Wii U. This is back when it was just Wii U only. Funnily enough, though, I have finished that game, but I just haven't 100%ed it. So, which leads me to another thing. At what point do you say, I'm done with a game? Do you complete the storyline and then walk away? Or are you a 100%ist and have to complete and find every side quest? And that's what I'm getting at. Is at what point do you complete a game and walk away from it? And the reason why I'm wearing this shirt today, not only because it's a cool shirt, but it kind of leads to Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is one of these games where you don't finish it. There's no sort of, I mean, you could say, well, you pay off your house and then Nook's got no more loans for you, and then that's completed the game. But there's so many collectible things in that game that you can still get. And the game does not stop. There's no game over, congratulations screen or anything like that. So you kind of can continue to play that game indefinitely. So again, I don't know what the point of this video is really. I'm just kind of complaining, I guess, out loud that I have a stack of games. Zelda, the original. I want to play that and say that I've completed Zelda, the original. That's probably not going to happen, but I'll give it a try. I've got the Famicom. It's in Japanese, but I'll give it a shot. There's also what other games have I been wanting to play? Final Fantasy VII. I never finished that. I got up to the last disc. I got my ass kicked by one of the bosses and then just walked away from it. One of the dragon bosses. It just depletes you in one hit. Phantasy Star 2. I never finished that. Phantasy Star 1. I got up to the last dungeon in that and my game corrupted and I lost my save file. So there's that. Also Phantasy Star 4. That's another game I want to get stuck into and complete, so I can say I've done the trilogy. Free can get stuffed. I don't care about Phantasy Star 3. It's just a really crap game that went away from the storyline, but that's another video. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, how do you go about focusing on which game to play? Do you stick with one game and just complete it before you decide to go on to another one? I know my brother does that. He has a stack of unopened games because he's got more, I guess, focus than I do. I have the attention span of an ant. I really am bad when it comes to that. So to wrap the video up, basically I'm asking you, do you have a pile of shame that you just know that you one day want to get back to and finish? And also, how do you focus on finishing your games in your collection? Or do you just not care? Do you just concentrate on playing Call of Duty, where there is no, I mean, you got a main campaign in that, but no one really cares about that, I guess, these days. It's all about multiplayer. Yeah, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe. I want to do kind of videos more like this, more on the channel. This is going to be part of my one-take quick shot videos that I want to get started on the channel. I also got other videos that I'm going to complete. I still have my Mega Drive Ultimate Collection video series to get through up to Echo the Dolphin. I will find the time to do that one day. That's kind of another thing. The channel has taken me away from finishing a lot of games that I should get to, so that's another topic altogether. And also I will be at one point getting stuck into the Famicom games that I've got there. So anyway, I think I might just end it at that. But yeah, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what games you are playing or what games you've forgotten about and you should get back to. Anyway, my name's been Brian. I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.